This episode is brought to you by Harry's. Harry's is so confident you're going to love their blades, they'll give you their trial shave set for free when you sign up at harrys.com/CAG. Just pay for shipping. CAGcast episode number 542. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's so excited to play God of War that...
I bought it?
I guess the setup could have been better. I could have given you more to work with, but...
What? That I painted my face half red?
Do you remember that when I woke up with a big pillow crease in my face that looked just like Kratos' scar? Do you remember that?
I'm gonna say yes, because why not? I guess it makes for a better show. Of course I remember.
And then somebody just colored it to make it look like Kratos.
You know what? When you say that, I remember that.
Right.
Yes.
I just Googled Kratos GBD. And I found it. I can't find the Kratos
I remember
one.
the Kratos at E3 forgot leg day.
Yes. I do remember
Was he
that.
like skinny-legged Kratos?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like incredibly buff up top, playing the part, and then normal legs on the bottom.
Oh, I photographed it.
Yeah.
As one would.
Right. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to. That's what they're there for.
I'm just glad my copy shipped. So
it's coming tomorrow.
That's what the site says. It should be arriving tomorrow.
They know what they're doing.
So,
they're a professional
I know
operation.
it's coming UPS, and UPS usually doesn't show up to my house until 7. So
so you're gonna be sweating it out all day.
Probably. I'll just go to work.
Right. But you'll be sweating it out from after 5 p.m.
At 5 p.m. I'll still be at work.
After 5 p.m.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't get home until after 7, so maybe I'll get lucky.
So perfect. UPS
exactly.
knows. They know what they're doing.
I was going to say, it literally could work out. So
I think you're going to be playing God of War sometime soon.
I hope so, considering that I paid for it.
I need to order that still.
Yeah,
what do I get?
Miss out
what's my pre-order bonus on that?
You won't get that shield skin, that in-game shield skin.
So I'm not going to pre-order
that you need. Everyone's going to be like, "Oh man, are you playing the game? Yeah, that shield skin really changes the game."
It's the emotional bond between father and son. It's all revolves around that shield skin.
Yep.
I will just pick it up, I guess, on Saturday, like a normal person. Chip, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
Everything all right? Your God of War is on schedule?
It'll be here tomorrow.
Perfect.
It's also coming from someone who delivers packages to my house.
Now, I thought for a second that I might be able to red box it. But,
sure.
But no, but I saw that it's like a 30-hour game.
Oh, well, you can still red box it.
Yeah, right, I could do that. But I want to actually finish the game. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to like it. And
here's what you do. You go to Redbox, you rent it, and then just like everybody else, you print out a piece of paper and stick it back in the thing and put it back in the machine.
Be that guy.
You could be that guy.
See, that's why I don't use my GPU.
I heard that's legal.
That's okay?
Right. That's what Redbox wants you to do.
Yeah,
and society in general is looking for that.
What if I write "fuck you" like on the printout also?
Do it on the underside. That way it still scans properly.
Sure, yeah.
But like maybe the person could just like write it backwards so you could just like barely see it through the paper.
See,
Red box spelled backwards is murder.
That's an engineer's mind right there. Just solve that problem with doing nothing, basically. No additional equipment needed.
Right.
Amazing. I'm just going to buy it at Best Buy with my 20% off.
That sounds reasonable.
Red box is fine, except for it's the people that are a problem, not the red box.
I have not had that happen to me. I'm glad to say.
Good.
But I've read plenty. I've seen the pictures. I know all about it. Well, I see that somebody bought a new car.
Oh, I did.
Wow. Is it a Ford? No.
Yes.
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 Ford.
Halfway there.
I don't know.
Explorer.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's gigantic.
Yep.
How many Alexas do you have in it?
It does have the ApplePlay in it, which is kind of like an Alexa.
CarPlay, you mean?
No, it's ApplePlay. You plug your phone in, and the screen basically turns into like your phone screen with select apps that work in the car.
It's called CarPlay, my friend.
It's called ApplePlay in the car. It says it in like the manual like
What?
3,000 times. It's called ApplePlay.
There's no such thing. ApplePlay.
Yes.
ApplePlay.
ApplePlay
No.
Ford.
Okay.
Sync 3 Plus Apple CarPlay.
What the fuck is that? I had never heard of that before. There's something called ApplePlay.
It's only in Ford.
That's why I never heard of it.
I'm trying to explain
What's
it to
the difference
you,
between Apple? Well, I want to know the difference between Apple CarPlay. No, I'm sorry. What is it? Apple.
It's Apple CarPlay is the brand name, but everyone calls it ApplePlay. Why, I don't know.
But where does it say Apple? I don't see it say ApplePlay anywhere.
Apple CarPlay.
Isn't ApplePlay what's on your TV? That's AirPlay. Oh my God. I'm going to have a seizure just trying to think about this.
Play. If you Google ApplePlay, it shows up.
ApplePlay.
It's made by Google?
I don't know why this is so hard.
I don't
why
see
is
it
this
anywhere. I see CarPlay everywhere.
Yeah, it's Apple CarPlay. That's what it's called.
I didn't think CarPlay was just exclusive to Fords.
No.
No,
What?
but Apple CarPlay, I thought was, but I guess not.
What-
I don't know.
What was I? Wait, what did you call it? I'm so fucking confused right now.
You kept calling it CarPlay, and I kept calling it Apple Play.
Right.
And it's Apple CarPlay.
Well, yes. No, Wombat.
Yes.
I think the Apple was implied.
The Apple is implied, of course.
See, I was not implying the Apple. I thought what you were saying had nothing to do with Apple.
Right. You were just
What?
completely calling it something else.
Oh my God.
No, it's Apple CarPlay.
Yes, of course. Everything
Yes,
is
Apple Play.
Apple Play.
You said Apple Play, and I'm saying there's no such thing as Apple Play, and there is no such thing as Apple Play.
I think you're arguing semantics.
Well, yeah.
Ford owners call it Apple Play. It's exclusive if you own a Ford. You call it.
When I was getting the stupid car, everyone, all the in the Discord channel, make sure it has the Apple Play. So I even asked the guy. That's what I called it when I asked the guy. Like, this thing has Apple Play in it, right? And he's like, "Yeah,
it's got it. Yep.
Sure. You want
Got
that?
all of that.
You know,
Got two
you
of
want to get
those.
some of that anti-rust.
So does
for
your
that
car
Apple
do
Play.
that too? When you plug your phone in, it changes the screen.
No, that's not on. That's in the later model.
Okay, yeah.
No,
So it's got that thing.
Yes, I know. My point was it's not called Apple Play.
Oh my God, who cares?
I don't.
Why is this a thing? I just don't understand why you had to make it a thing.
No, I just wanted to know if there was something. You said there was something special to the Ford
So you got
thing.
the Ford Voyager. How is it?
Yes. It's other than being gigantic. I don't really drive it. My wife drives it, but it seems very nice. So, it's got remote start. Never had that before. So that's new for me.
Nice.
Yeah. And you could start it from your phone. It's, with the new Ford, there's a Ford app where you plug in your VIN number and you could start your car from anywhere in the country, regardless of where your car is.
That's good.
Is that legal in New York?
Huh?
Is starting your car without you being in it legal in New York?
It is. I think there's I know the rules are weird about it. I think it is still legal in New York. I know.
No,
that
you
there are some
you
states
can
where-
buy an aftermarket remote start
cars.
for your
That's
car.
true. You can
Sure,
still
you,
buy
you can
that.
you can buy them everywhere, but it's still
It's
against the
illegal
law.
No, but they offered it to me at the dealer.
Sure,
Yeah, I
they
don't-
can sell it. It's just it's technically on the books in a lot of states that you
Oh.
can't
You
you
can
can't
get
have
a
your car
ticket.
running if you're not there.
Yeah, you can if you have your car running in your driveway and no one's in the car.
Right.
In some places, you can get a ticket.
Also, some places it's illegal to gamble, to put squirrels down your pants for the purposes of gambling.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
But anyway, it's a nice car. It's got a third row of seats in it, which I guess was important for
I'm
someone.
getting one of those. This third rows.
Yeah, so we have a third row. We haven't had one of those in a while. And it is cool, though, when you plug the phone in and the apps show up on the screen. So, there you
And the
go.
Angry Birds.
Yeah.
Can you use
Yeah.
Google? Here, I have a question for you because I was always curious about CarPlay. I mean, Apple Play or what?
Apple CarPlay.
Yes. Can you use Google Maps on that?
Yes.
Nice. I was
Yeah,
worried that they'd make you use Apple Maps.
No, you use Google Maps. Google. You plug it in, and the icon for Google Maps.
Nice.
It
Google
shows
Maps.
up.
And
Google Maps
Spotify
is
is obviously on there, right?
Spotify is on there,
Nice.
and the Amazon Music is on there, and all of the, because my wife subscribes to the Amazon Music, and I subscribe to the Spotify Music.
Does it have the CAGcast app? Is that on there?
That did not show up.
You don't need that
unfortunately.
because you have the Spotify. You got Spotify on there.
Yeah, but I have Spotify on there, so that's just as good.
Sure.
I like to support the
And-
app.
hmm
Right.
And
I am
it's
paying
cool.
for that every month. I'm pretty sure.
probably. And I'm trying to think what else the car does. It goes backwards and forwards
Nice.
At the same time?
at the same
Got the
time.
cameras.
It's got seats. It's got a horn.
Does it automatically? Can you drive it into a wall, or will it put the brakes on for you?
I think you would. I don't think.
You haven't tried that yet?
I think wall. I don't
Wall's
think it'll let
happening?
us stop. Yeah, I think.
Do you know
wall
there's
is
a video on YouTube? I think it's on YouTube of I think it's a Volvo. Have you seen that video where the guy's demonstrating how the car has like that feature?
Oh, and then he drives into a wall.
No, he drives into a person.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's rough, and the car didn't. And it's not that the feature malfunctioned. That particular model of car didn't even have it. Like the dude got in the car, didn't even check to see if it was on or not, because like it didn't even have the fucking feature.
That's rough. And no, I would not watch that. That's like the guy who was trying to show how strong the windows were in the building and jumped right through.
Oh my god,
That happened in that happened a long time ago in like Canada. I could speak words.
Hey, check out how strong these windows are, eh?
Exactly. It was like that. It's like I'm gonna show you what teamwork
And
is
then
all. It was like one of those things. I've made terrible life choices.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that, dude.
Right, it's rough.
It's not. Should make fun of that
It's rough.
now. Yeah.
Uh,
So anyway.
I gotta go somehow, right?
Car. Yeah. Car. We got car. I got a car.
Hashtag new car.
Hashtag new car.
I got new Bluetooth headphones for my first pair ever of any Bluetooth headphones.
I got Bluetooth headphones too.
Did you also buy Brainwaves? I think that's
No,
what
I bought $5 ones at Five Below.
Bluetooth headset
Mm-hmm.
for $5.
Yeah.
Those can't be too good.
I mean, they're not great. The problem is the charge doesn't last very long.
Oh, really?
So
Because there's no battery in there. It's just running on you like the friction
basically
in your pocket.
There's ants running on little wheels. That's how they work.
Oh, man. $5
I mean-
you can get a Bluetooth headset? Like, what is that? Is it like a headband? Like what kind? Like cans?
No, it's they had the cans, but I didn't want that because it's big. It's just like the little
$5?
earbuds with the wire goes behind your head.
I paid $60 and I thought like I was at the lowest of the low end, basically. Like,
No, I got
used
the
it-
lowest of the low end. I needed new, like, just crappy headphones for commuting. I actually keep nice headphones when I commute, but sometimes I just want some crappy ones as backup.
Right.
Why?
But
Because
so crap. Does it need to be that crappy? I mean, why not just hum to yourself.
I could just open up a drawer here and give you something. It'd be fine.
That's basically what it is. I use them like they're the one, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So I use them for a little bit, but after a day, you'd have to charge them again, and I was just too lazy. I'm too lazy to charge headphones to remember to charge headphones every day.
Well, for $60, you can get the Brainwaves Blue 200s, and I think it lasts for about 4 hours on a charge.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the ones I got lasted like 3, so I don't know if it's that much difference.
Oh. Well, I don't know. These are earbuds, like that go inside. Like they plug out the outside. Yes, that's
the ones I
sound.
got. They go in your ear. Yeah,
They block out the outside noise.
Yeah, well, as well as anything that you stick in your ear would.
No, I mean like it's a rubber stopper that like makes suction, right?
Yes.
Right. So and these get loud. It's like I can't make them as loud as they go.
No, the ones I got do not get very loud.
No. Yeah, so if it's $60, that's about what I'm willing to spend on these because I feel I don't, they hang out in my pocket mostly.
You don't find it annoying to have to charge them?
I just got them, and no, I'm charging everything else anyway.
I find it annoying. I find it annoying because I'm used to just being able to plug it in and go about my business.
But 4 hours, where are you going?
I'm on the train 2 hours a day.
Okay. So charge it every 2 days.
You're at your work for a while. Just charge them at work.
I know, and it's funny because I put the charger in my bag, and then but I don't have that many USB ports at work, and I use the USB to charge my phone. So I have to make the decision. Okay, so I have to wait for my phone to finish charging, unplug that wire from the USB, and then plug in it's a pain.
I can send you a USB hub.
Yeah, exactly.
I can open up a drawer and hand you a USB hub.
Again, this is already more work than I want to put in using something that I could just plug right into the bottom of my phone.
Just pick up a $2 USB hub.
Well,
can't you find like a 40-cent USB hub somewhere?
You're just jealous because I got $5.
$5. I mean,
$5.
What is that? It's like
It's no name brand. I couldn't even tell you. It's like headset, but spelled HED.
I mean, $20.
Oh, it's an ApplePlay.
It's an ApplePlay brand by Ford.
Yeah, it's ApplePlay brand by Ford. I don't know. I have no idea what brand it is, but I got it at Five Below. Go to Five Below. Have you ever been to a Five Below?
I have not. I have not even seen one.
Oh, you should go to one. I think there's one.
Oh, maybe there's one in Hicksville, right?
Fairly close. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think they just opened a new one that's closer to you.
I think I'm good.
I don't know that Cheapy would be blown away by Five Below.
He would find it so confusing.
No, because I used to.
Why do people buy these things?
I've been to stores in Japan. They have a lot of those. The 100 yen shops or 500 yen.
There's a Five Below right next door to the movie theater that we always go to see the movies, and they sell candy for a lot cheaper than the movie theater.
Is that illegal in New York?
that is super illegal, highly illegal. I need to support the local movie theaters. They're all going out of business over here.
We buy popcorn still and a drink, just not candy.
Right. I'm not. I'm not judging you.
Yeah.
Only a little.
A little. That's fine. You can judge me a little. Also, they have better candy.
I want to hear about all the new things that Shipwreck bought because maybe I would buy them also.
I bought a new iPad.
What about this thing before a new iPad? Who bought that?
Oh, I got a new cock.
Oh, how's that?
That's great.
Like a rooster?
I was gonna say, is it keeping you up in the morning?
There was a list of 5 things. Knew this, knew that, and I wanted to sneak a little cock in there. See how it went. It went swimmingly.
Story of my life. That's how I got children.
Ship, please. Wombat interrupted you with his cock's tales.
I got one of those. That's story of my life. I got one of those new iPads.
You did?
Yeah, I got those new affordable iPads, or however they said that.
Oh, you got one of those cheap ones.
Yeah, the cheap ones.
The $400 cheap iPad.
Yeah, the $429 cheap iPad.
Is this the some new model or something?
This is the problem with iPads, is that you go in to buy one and you're like, I think that's the new one.
I stopped paying attention a while ago.
It's still called iPad. The guy at Best Buy, It was like, oh, the 6th generation. Yes, is that the newest one? So yeah, it's like 9.7-inch screen, 128 gigs. I got the Apple Pencil that works with it.
Interesting.
I'm enjoying it. They had a trade-in deal where I got $125 for my iPad Mini 2.
How much is it?
The 128 gig one is $429. The 32 gig one is $329.
I don't know. I have 2 iPads, and they're both so old that they won't update to the latest, whatever the latest operating system is.
Right. So what I did was I had 2 Gen 1 iPads. I had that iPad Mini 2. I had that Amazon Fire Kindle thing that you, like the first generation of that.
Uh-huh.
So
that must be worth like $1.
Yeah, I think I got $5 for it. But I just sold all that stuff to fund this new iPad. Consolidated.
Nice.
So I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's much better than my 16 gig iPad that was constantly out of space.
It's probably good for reading comics, I'm thinking.
It is. It's good for reading comics. The pencil it's neat to play around with. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but
You can make a comic strip.
I could do that.
Do you know how to draw?
I mean, you pretty much just draw shapes on paper and it turns out all right, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I've posted pictures I drew of mask vehicles.
Dude, they're making a Mask movie.
Sure they are.
They just signed on a director. They just announced it. I'm not joking.
I don't know. I thought the whole Hasbroverse thing was not happening.
No. Wait, Mask director.
Yeah, Mask, they did. I saw that this week too. There's going to be a new director. I forgot the name though.
The guy from F. Gary Gray.
Yes.
From Fate of the Furious.
Yeah, I was going to say a Fast and the Furious director.
Okay. That could work then. That could be okay, I guess.
I have a question.
He knows how to film cars moving.
Yeah.
I bet all those cars have Apple CarPlay.
What's your
ApplePlay.
question, Cheapy?
My question is, who's thinking about Mask these days, and is the license worth anything at all?
There's a comic book.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of comic books
Right.
that don't have movies.
And I don't know that I'm actually not sure if that comic book is still running or not.
I was thinking about that. I mean, I loved Mask as a child, but that was a fucking long time ago. That was a really long time ago. Like, if you had those toys still, that's pretty impressive.
That makes you shipwreck.
Oh, no, I sold all mine because they were going for ridiculous prices to, I want to say India?
No,
I
it was
don't know.
Singapore, I think.
Singapore. It was Singapore, yeah.
You told me. I remember you telling us that story.
Yeah, it was Singapore. And they were paying ridiculous prices because I still had them, like I kept all the boxes that they went in because I'm shipwreck.
Right.
That's how I rolled as a child was take this out of the box, but keep the box so I can store it in the box when I'm not playing with it.
Oh my God. Wow.
I don't understand.
Wow. But those boxes definitely weren't meant for that, I'm pretty sure. Was it like in the plastic? Like
No. I wouldn't keep the like innards of the boxes.
Got it.
Did you keep the G.I. Joe boxes also? Because those you had to put together. Like almost like models,
G.I.
so
Joe
they wouldn't fit back.
boxes, the artwork on those, like a lot of them were only color in like one side.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't as good as the mass boxes.
Okay, just asking.
The same thing with Transformers boxes. Because I would cut those out. The same thing with
I was
G.I.
going to
Joes,
say
like,
they had the thing with the red strip.
Right.
You
would cut parts of the boxes off of those. So, and you'd cut off your flag points so you could send those in. So yeah, I didn't keep the boxes for most of that stuff. But I kept my Boulder Hill inside the Boulder Hill box.
That's crazy. I had Boulder Hill.
You did?
Yep. That boulder was bananas. 'Cause it was like a weird... My brother and I used to throw it at each other.
Yeah, it was the size of a softball.
Yeah. But it was like kind of hollow. It was hollow and kind of soft. But if you wung it at someone, it could leave a little red mark without really hurting you. So we used to literally just fling that at each other constantly.
That was
Boulder
back
Hill
in,
had that that sweet trap door in case anybody was walking on top of the gas station and would fall down into the cell.
Yes, and it had the sign that flipped down with the guns. It was cool. It was definitely a cool playset.
Damn, that must have been worth a lot of money.
A decent amount. I mean, you get killed on shipping on that thing. But
Right. Fucking Singapore.
No, those were great toys.
Yeah, no, they were. Condor, number 1.
He was a little bit further down my list, but yeah.
But he
As
was
far
like
as,
functional.
a portable one, sure.
He was functional and like it made sense. You'd want like a motorcycle that could turn into a helicopter.
That was the one that was one of my favorites. I thought that was so cool.
It was very well designed and like you could transform it very quickly. So when you're playing with it, you could, some of the things like if you're driving a motorcycle and you want to turn into a helicopter, if it takes you 3 minutes to transform it, it's not really fun for playing with it.
It was better than the Jeep with the boat inside because that was kind of lame. Because when the boat came out, you were stuck with like this husk. What am I supposed to do with a Jeep husk?
You put the turret up.
It's lame. It's lame.
My favorite one was Manta. It wasn't one that was like big in the show. It had like there was a kind of like a punk girl driver.
I'm looking this up.
I'm pretty sure it was Manta.
Yeah.
The purple car.
Yep. It's
awesome.
It's a Nissan 300Z.
Yeah, Nissan 300Z or something.
Yep. Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah. That was a good toy. Anyway, I'm sure that'll all translate to a movie just swimmingly.
Can't wait.
Right. And that movie made no sense. I mean, that show made no sense.
That show made plenty of sense.
It made as much sense as it needed to make.
It's like what?
Matt Tracker and Miles Mayhem
they do not like each other.
They were making stuff, and then Miles took all that technology to try to take over the world. And Matt Tracker said, "I'll take this technology and stop you."
But why does everything have to do with masks? Helmets.
Oh, that's how the hologram technology worked.
The hologram technology.
What hologram technology?
There was
the technology that they used.
Right. All the masks had different technology in it.
No, I know, but but it was weird that everybody had their own mask. Like I understand everybody had their own
Brad
vehicle.
Turner, the driver operator of Condor, had the hologram mask.
I know, and everybody had a different mask with a different power, but it was weird that I understand that you would everyone would have their own vehicle. That makes sense. You need like something with weapons on it to fight. But why would everybody involved also have a helmet that could each do its own thing?
Because
like why not? Like it just doesn't make that part doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's why they need a movie.
They're going to explain that, you think, in the movie?
Yes.
All right. I'll have to wait and see.
It'll be like, so what's your deal?
Masks.
Oh, I really like going to the beach. I drive a Jeep, and I also like boating. Oh, you need a mask that has something to do with boatings and Jeeps.
No.
Here you go, my friend.
They should call you
Hondo? Was that guy's name Hondo?
Something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. I had a lot of those toys. They were good.
Here's your beach mask.
Yep, Hondo.
Boom.
Hondo McLean.
There you go.
Oh, wait. Is that... No, Hondo drove the Hurricane, the 57 Chevy.
Oh, see, you ruined it for everybody.
Dusty Hayes, yes.
Of course, because anyone who drives on the beach is named Dusty. Although Dusty was a better G.I. Joe because he had the flaps.
All right, I want to hear about your. We were talking about your new iPad, but I want to hear about your new ring lights.
Oh yeah, I got the floodlights installed now, so I can monitor my driveway and my backyard now.
You got
How's that going?
Well, you got which version you got? You just got the floodlight version, or you got the spotlight?
See what's with you and the semantics tonight? He got
there's
lights.
two different models. There's two different models. There's the floodlight.
I've got the one that has the camera on it as well.
They all have a camera. Does it have like the two
two lights above it.
Okay, that
It
one.
looks like ovaries.
Yes, it does. That's probably why I didn't buy it. There's one that puts out a lower level of light that looks more boxy and less like ovaries. So I was curious to hear about that model. But this is just like basically a doorbell with lights attached to it.
A doorbell?
But it looks like the Ring doorbell.
Kind of, I guess. Not really, but yeah, it's got the motion sensors. I can monitor my house.
Are the lights bright enough for you, would you say?
They're very bright, yeah.
Very bright.
And there's a siren on it that's very loud as well.
Cool.
There's multiple reasons I got it, but now I can see when packages are being dropped off at my garage instead of my front door.
Literally dropped off.
Right. I can see what portion of my mulch they've dropped them in.
That's my favorite. It's like the fucking cement is right there.
Right.
It's right there. It's easier. Just as easy to put it in the cement. Maybe he thought it would be like cushioning the impact when they, gently.
When he threw it up in the air to see where it landed.
He knows how to work it.
The best thing was when they delivered this, my Ring lights. They stuck it right there, like it just in plain sight. It just said like exactly what it was, like directly underneath where I was going to install this ring light.
It's good in case anyone's camping out your house, staying
right?
Out your house.
In case there was any ironic thieves around.
Let's come in from the other side. Nice.
You have a 2 TV setup now, like me, I hear.
Yes, I decided I wanted to play Overwatch with Ty because there's the new event going on, and so I finally hooked up an old Xbox, and we did play some Overwatch.
How's that going?
It was fun. It was
right.
nice. I mean, I always tried to get my dad to play games with me, and then he would eventually he would do it, and then I would kick his ass. It wasn't any fun for either of us, and it ended pretty quickly.
My dad and I used to play Joe Montana Sports Talk Football together.
And he was like, he didn't fuck it up constantly?
No, he was pretty good at it, actually.
Shit. Nah.
And Mutant League Football was another one.
Shit.
Football games. He liked football games.
I got to get Ty going on hockey.
Yeah. See, you got to find something that, but you're competent in all games.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried. I'm just saying, I don't know. What am I saying?
I have no idea.
Is it time for? Oh my god, we're 30 minutes into the show. We haven't done show feedback.
We're still doing the top. Yeah, we're still at the top. 30 minutes in. But you know why? Because nothing happened this week.
All right,
so this kind of works out.
We'll make it up in the back half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to fight with me on what the thing was in my car was called, as if anyone cares or it matters.
I mean, you pushed back very hard when I suggested that you had the wrong name, and you were like very confident, and I was like confused, and then I thought maybe there is some Ford product, but then that sounded weird to me, so I pursued it more. That's all.
That's fine.
I wasn't trying to do anything other than get to the truth. I'm just like Sean Hannity.
News.
Just like Sean Hannity.
News. Yes, we discussed this.
My lawyer, I'm the fourth client of Michael Cohen. Show feedback?
Sure. There wasn't much. Grossbart had to say, it's been a long time since I laughed this much listening to a CAGcast episode. I could tell y'all had fun recording this episode. Keep up the great work. We will do none of those things, but thank you for listening.
He's right. It was fun. I do remember it being fun. And I remember listening to it the next morning and thinking that it was pretty fun. So we have the same tastes, Grossbard. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
How about some Watch This, bitches?
Sure. We're you and I are watching something, the same thing.
Are our families watching it?
I was watching it with my son.
Okay.
Who got into it. No one else in my house, the other half, seems to be interested in it. They're more interested in Hallmark movies. My daughter is now into that with my wife, and I don't know how I feel about that, but whatever. They watch Hallmark movies together.
Like,
And
what's a Hallmark movie?
They're every
Movies
single
made by
one.
Hallmark. You've
Yeah,
never seen a
they're
Hallmark movie?
I mean, it's like about
Every
like
single one is exactly the same. There's a woman, and either she breaks up with her boyfriend at the beginning, or her boyfriend breaks up with her.
Okay.
She says she's never gonna find the love of her life, and then about 5
guy
minutes
with a
later,
puppy comes along.
so she meets a guy, and they hate each other. And then about 10 minutes later, they fall in love with each other, and they never kiss or touch each other for the entire movie, and then at the end, they get married.
Huh.
And that's every single one. Sometimes the guy's a prince. Sometimes the guy owns real estate. Sometimes he owns a small bed and breakfast. Sometimes he's just there to take care of his grandma.
You seems like you know a lot about these.
Oh, because my wife literally will watch them every Saturday night.
Oh my God.
And now she's got Sabrina
Oh,
sucked into the two.
And now you need a bigger house, Wombat.
Seriously. So
We need a sponsor that is makes houses. So Wombat can have his man cave, his Wombat cave.
But Ellie and I have been watching Lost in Space.
Yes, my family has watched the first episode.
We watched the first 2.
It's very thrilling, I have to say.
That first episode is intense.
I thought it was too intense for a family show, which is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. It's rated PG.
Mm-hmm. And it looked like it cost a lot of money to make as well.
Yes. It's a very well-made show. It's very intense. I liked the first episode a lot. The second episode, it already starts to feel like it's suffering from Netflix TV syndrome, which is when they take a show that really should be 40 minutes long and they try to stretch it out to 60 minutes long. You know, lots of walking.
Right.
Like, okay, I get it. You're going from point A to point B. You don't have to watch. I don't need to watch you walk.
Right. Well,
So.
I'm excited to watch more.
Mm-hmm.
It seems pretty cool.
Yes.
There's a new exhibit at the Museum of Modern Image. I didn't know where to put this, but I put this in Watch This Bitches because you sort of are watching
Watch it.
I don't know. What's the name of the exhibit? It's about new video genres that have sprung forth, I guess, by YouTube and other internet sites, apps, etc. And Polygon curated part of it or made some videos, I guess. Shipwreck, you're the one who. Do you have any details on this?
I read nothing beyond the headline for this, and you said put it on the outline, so I figured you knew something about
Well,
it.
I started reading about it, and then because I like the Museum of the Moving Image. It's in Queens.
We've gone to that museum before.
I can get there relatively quickly. So I like it. So if you're in the New York City area, you might want to check that out. It's a cool museum, and I guess they still have the video game exhibit too. I don't know. Check the website. And I know it's time to talk about Harry's. Why not? In fact, I just got back from Target where I bought Harry's. I even put it right on my desk here so I wouldn't forget. I bought Harry's face wash, which I have never used before, but I realized I was using like hand soap on my face, and my wife's got all these products and shit. And I was like, hey, maybe I could spend like a couple bucks and
Maybe you could get a product.
yeah, at least, Harry's face wash, the other, I also picked up the post shave balm, which I talked about before. So I figured if the post shave balm is really good, maybe the face wash is really good. So yeah. In case you didn't know, Harry's was started by two guys who were fed up by the high prices of razor blades, and they started their own company and bought their own factory in Germany. And now they make high-quality razor blades and sell them to you directly for half the cost. And they have a quality guarantee. And if you don't love your shave, let Harry's know within 30 days, and they'll give you a full refund. And they have a special trial offer going on right now. You can get a $13 value trial set that comes with everything you need for a close, comfortable shave. It's an ergonomic handle, 5-blade razor, rich lathering shave gel, and a travel blade cover. You just go to harrys.com/CAG. And yeah. It's pretty good. I was pretty impressed by the size of the display at my Target for Harry's.
Was it an end cap display?
It was an end cap display and like a huge section of the shaving section as well.
Yeah, I noticed they expanded it in my Target as well.
It's
So
like a third of
congratulations.
Wombat's Target, I've heard.
It's one third. Okay, got to picture like an E,
Right.
but like an E
Toys,
that's kind of
1/3.
But it's one third Harry's, one third toys, and then the final third is men's clearance clothes.
That's an interesting Target. We need some
Yeah,
pictures of that. No, I mean, it was the end cap and like a big chunk of the shaving section, and my Target is a really small one. So I was like, damn, Harry's is bringing it. Meanwhile, now I want to smell the face wash with peppermint. That does smell good. Anyway, listeners of our show can redeem their trial set at harrys.com/CAG. Make sure you go to harrys.com/CAG to redeem your offer and let them know that we sent you to help support the show. Thank you, Harry's. It's great. You're going to love it. How about some new releases?
Sure. God of War, we've talked about that already.
We don't have it yet.
we don't
but
have
we
it.
will tomorrow.
Damn, it does
Supposed to
smell
be
good.
good.
Yep, I haven't read a single thing about it.
Mhm.
I'm excited. Except
Do
I
you
know.
watch the Rick and Morty show?
Nope.
Oh, so I guess you don't care about that Rick and Morty virtual reality game.
I don't.
I have
guess.
2 reasons not to care about that then.
Right.
Well, you don't. You don't have PSVR.
No.
That's
That's
the
the
other
That's
first
one.
And I also don't watch Rick and Morty.
Well, there you go. I watched the show.
I've watched an episode of Rick and Morty just to see if it was for me, and it was not for me.
I can understand that. It is definitely not for everybody.
I feel like it is for me, but I still haven't watched it.
You might like it. I could see you not hating it. It takes, it I didn't like it when I first watched the beginning of the first season. It took a while for it to grow on me. So, I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt.
Is this Rick and Morty game supposed to be good? The VR game?
I heard it's very good.
Oh, because I remember it was like sort of hyped up. Well, now I'm looking it up. How about like that? I don't know anything about that.
You could probably get that game without having to spend much, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh,
Stealing
Redbox? Redbox? Paper?
Redbox. You could probably Redbox.
Hold on, I'm printing out the disc right now.
You could get a Redbox piece of paper pretty easily. Yeah.
That's my printer.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
Do you know a guy for Galgun 2?
That I do not.
I remember Galgun 1.
Sure.
That's there's
Yeah, that
panties
was-
in that game.
You were a big fan of that.
Was I? I don't know if I was a big
I don't
fan.
know. I know that Emily wants to play too.
That's another game that I don't know what that is.
Me neither, but it sounds like porn.
Wow. It's on PlayStation? Is that on everything or just PlayStation? If it's just on PlayStation, then it's probably like pretty porny.
Galgun 2 came out for Switch.
Wow. Emily wants to play. Okay, I'm looking right now. It's on Steam for $8. Oh, it looks scary. It's a scary
Oh,
game.
okay. It's that kind of.
Oh, I know what that game is. I actually know what that game is. And I think it's already been on the Xbox, but I could be making that up.
It says very
I feel like
positive
it's-
reviews.
I feel like it's part of the horror sale that's going on now.
Could be.
Because I remember seeing something called Emily on there.
God, I don't even like looking at the little graphic with the logo. It's too scary.
Scary.
Yep. What else we got this week?
The Labo.
Yeah, it is on the Xbox. Okay, I'm not
Labo is out tomorrow, or when this show comes out, I guess.
Isn't it Labo?
Maybe.
Actually, it's probably Labo. If it's you can use the Japanese pronunciation, which I think we should.
I think
Should
it's
we?
the Labo Instant Accessory.
Are you going
But
to
you-
karaoke this thing?
You shorten it from Labo Instant Accessory to the Labia.
No, there's no.
No,
You're making it longer.
no. You take the LAB and then you take from Instant Accessory the IA, and it's LABIA.
The what accessory? What?
The
what?
labia,
Okay,
the Nintendo labia.
Okay, you just want to say labia.
I do just
Just say
want to thank
labia
you.
if you want to say labia. You don't have to like put. The
I like to extend it out into a long, prolonged joke and see how long for you to catch on that I'm not saying anything real. But anyway,
Right.
go on.
Are you talking about the
labia.
Nintendo Labor Obot kit?
Labor Obot sounds helpful, actually. Help with with the lawn work and
The Lobot?
the
Nintendo Lobot?
So is this
This
thing
deal's getting worse all the time.
I know. Has this thing been reviewed at all? What's up?
I saw it in the Nintendo World Store.
Like in a box, or are people using it?
Behind glass.
The answer is yes to both of those questions, no matter what.
behind glass, they had like all the cardboard things, like in a display. So I got to see what the cardboard things looked like, and you know what? I was not impressed.
Oh,
it looks like cardboard things. I'm like, I don't want cardboard things.
There's no reviews. I don't think.
This is a really curious one to follow because obviously it's not aimed at us.
No, but who is it aimed at?
Well,
it's
our
aimed
children,
at kids, and kind of like STEM type stuff.
I was gonna say because every time I see someone putting it together, it looks complicated.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you go to Target, at least at my Target, Wombat, yours I don't know about.
No space for that.
But you see sections of these like build your own computer kits. And
that would be in the 1/3 toy section.
Right. They're like $300.
Yeah.
And they look cool. I get it. But I guess this is
a lot cheaper.
This is a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah, because it's made out of cardboard.
If you already have a Switch, it's like, it's something that looks kind of educational.
It looks sciencey.
Yeah.
I don't know that it is, but
it's more engineering, isn't it?
The question is,
although it does have coding, right? There's coding involved, but I think that Codable app has the same style of coding, and I think that's free. So
here's the $1 billion question.
Mm-hmm.
The $1 billion question is, can Nintendo get these things on daytime television like they did with the Wii? Is this like going to look fun to have Ellen? No,
I don't think so, because they have to show, like, would they show how it's put together?
Time lapse.
Because that seems like it takes time. Like, I watched a time lapse video of someone putting something together today, and I don't know how long it took, but it felt like forever.
I feel like, isn't there like some sort of robot thing that you can wear?
Yeah, that's the backpack one. Yeah,
it's the Labor Obot kit.
Is that the Labor Obot kit? Okay.
Yep.
I feel like Ellen wearing that could.
It's the
be good.
Labo robot kit.
Thanks, Wombat.
Like Labrador.
Right.
Labo. Labo. Gabbo is coming.
You okay over there?
I think I'm having a stroke.
Right. No, don't you think like Ellen wearing the?
I don't know. I just smell almonds at this point.
I don't know. I don't know that it's going to sell it though. I have
the wrong audience.
Zero feeling for this thing because it's so far out there that I don't know.
I don't know the price. I feel like the price is right for something like this.
It seems absurd at the same time though.
Right. It does. But the fact that there's a game involved, the software involved, and the way that you can justify it is, hey, I'd pay $60 for just a game anyway, and that there's nothing I can put together outside of the game, and this is only $10 more. It doesn't seem unreasonable. But also, it's cardboard.
I was going to say, it's sort of like, yes, you're right. It's not that expensive. It could be worse. Now, does this count with GCU or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
did you see Brian Crescente's tweet about how he was working on Labo and his wife was cleaning up the table and she threw out the Labo. She thought it was garbage.
That's really funny.
He's like, here's a problem that might happen. It's pretty great.
That is pretty great. Yeah, this looks like something I won't buy, but like you said, it's not like it's a $400 thing. So
yeah, I could. It seems like Nintendo can't really lose money on this,
right? Like all the people that are like that I follow on Twitter that are always excited about everything Nintendo does are definitely getting this tomorrow.
Yeah, it seems like look. I gotta say, it's a clever idea. I don't know how good it actually works in reality, but definitely it's a clever idea. What else we got?
Skee ball for the Switch.
$20.
$20. that.
The Switch has a problem. A quality control problem, I would say, on what they're allowing on their service at this point. I watched some videos of skee ball.
Oh, it's not worth $20?
It comes with no cardboard.
No cardboard? Oh, I just
cardboard.
assumed I could build a whole skee ball.
That might be
yeah.
the funniest thing you've ever said on the show, by the way.
What's that?
It's not worth $20.
Oh,
That was funny. I appreciated that. It was a good joke.
I'm glad I can entertain.
Mm-hmm.
Skee ball. I mean, you can play a lot of real life skee ball for $20.
You can play a lot of real skee ball for $20. It's a big deal in my house.
No, I mean,
Take our skee ball seriously.
there's I'm pretty sure there's a ping pong game on the Switch, which
Yeah,
you're like, but it's just bouncing a ball on a paddle.
They had this same issue or whatever on the Wii, where their WiiWare stuff, it was just like full of just garbage.
Garbage?
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sure, I bought like beer pong or whatever for the Wii just because it was dumb, but
Dumb.
Do you think that they should have two separate stores? Maybe.
What?
Is that crazy?
One for good stuff and one for bad stuff?
No, I mean you would.
yes,
Yeah.
I do think
Here's
that would be very
stuff.
helpful.
Oh,
for
where
the
you going? Oh,
consumer.
I'm going to the good stuff store.
What? Okay. How about a filter that default like a filter for like bad games?
And what
it
would that
defaults
filter be called?
Bad games, and it defaults to being off. And when you click it, then it'll show you the bad games.
I'm
You know
enjoying
I'd be
this
clicking
episode
that.
already.
Right. Anything else this week?
No.
I mean, the Switch is getting all the. It got Max the Curse of Brotherhood.
Good for them. I think I played that twice.
It's good. That's a fun game. I finished that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, Wild Guns Reloaded came out for Switch too. That's a good game.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we're giving away some copies of that on Twitter.
But
I feel like I read an email about that.
that sounds good too. I definitely read an email about that as well, but I do not know the details on whether or not we're giving away copies of that.
Follow us at Video Game Deals to find out.
Sure. Two
Um,
Firefighters games came out for the Switch this week.
That's where we are in Switch releases. There's a airport fire department and the simulation. Wow, $40? Holy shit. All right, multi-platforming
trivia
and wombats.
for the
So, what?
Switch.
Who? What?
Party trivia.
Oh. These more Switch games? Horrible
Yeah.
Switch games?
Of course there are. The
Could be good.
never-ending supply of Switch games.
I think we got enough Switch games.
Isn't it
Let's move
funny
on.
how for a little while it was the least amount, and then all of a sudden, actually it wasn't all of a sudden, it was little by little, it just started blowing past.
Yeah, but it's all garbage or stuff
Yeah.
you already have. So congratulations, Switch. Welcome to 2016.
How about some Wombats Overwatch Onslaught and news and
Mhm.
stuff? Well, the big news is that the new Call of Duty game is not going to have a single-player campaign.
But it's going to have a battle royal.
Yes. How do you feel about that? We like those single-player campaigns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's usually the reason why we play a Call of Duty game.
It's
is we
a-
like the
It's
single
a bummer
player.
for me.
Yeah.
It probably makes sense business-wise, I guess.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Is it
because
going to have zombies though? Like it'll still that's a thing.
It's going to be interesting if these AAA games can master the battle royale part of it.
But isn't that technically a single player thing?
What,
I mean,
battle
I know you're
royale?
playing with a lot of other real people, but you're playing alone
think-
against other real people.
No, that's a weird way to define single player.
Right.
Well, playing
Playing with 100 other people.
well, you're not reliant on other people. How do I put? They're not on your team. It's not
No,
like
but the
co-op.
idea is that they're
but
not
when
producing.
you say single player, the idea is that's a story.
Yes, it's no single player campaign. I guess
Right.
is the
Right. They're saving a lot of money by not
Yeah.
putting
God,
together.
are you really? This is like you call something an ApplePlay, and then you're going to call a 100-player game a single player game?
He's tired.
I'm not saying it. Oh, I'm saying it's you play solo. It's called solo mode on there. They got solo mode on the things on the PUBG. So I don't know. It doesn't matter. You're right. Why do I care? I don't.
Well, but that's the only mode that we play these days. And they just said, well, I guess for the Black Ops, maybe for the Black Ops franchise, they're not going to have single player campaign anymore. And for
That sucks because those were good campaigns too.
I don't even remember.
Not good enough.
Well, too expensive to make.
Or something.
Well,
But
yeah, I mean,
as
that's
you're
the
saying,
thing. It's
Ship,
too
you were
expensive.
saying that it'll be interesting to see how these AAA games work in Battle Royale and how they monetize it. And if they will put a dent into like the heavy hitters, PUBG and Fortnite. I feel like for all like the key to success for any of these AAA games to implement this is to just release a standalone Battle Royale mode for free.
Fortnite it.
Fortnite it. Exactly. That seemed to work really well. Yes, there are other things working in its favor, but hey, it's a good ad for your game, for your $60 game. You put out a free mode. You obviously monetize it with cosmetic DLC. That seems to be producing plenty of money, I think. Just the cosmetic DLC. Don't you think? In games like Fortnite and PUBG?
I think for Fortnite, yes. I think the question is how do you keep it how do you make it unique enough where someone's going to really say, but I already have this. Why do I need this one?
Well, I think for a game like Call of Duty, that it's known as being a quality shooter, right? PUBG is not known for that. PUBG is known for, it's not known for quality anything. It's known
I would
for
say
being
that's
Battle
there's
Royale.
That's
not
kind
to
of the
get
appeal,
wrong.
though, of PUBG.
Is
a
it's
little bit.
jank?
Yeah, the jank is a big part of the appeal to PUBG.
And I think part of the appeal of Call of Duty is that it's not a battle royale. That it's
I think Call of Duty
multiplayer
fine as a battle
experience.
royale, but the cream of the crop players are going to rise to the top, and it's going to make it, I don't know, less enjoyable. I would say, because if you're going to be bad at Call of Duty, you're going to be bad at Call of Duty Battle Royale as well.
Yes.
Maybe. I think that, I guess that's pretty safe to say. But unless you're good at hiding. Hiding's important. Don't underestimate. I think, I'm standing by my statement that they should Fortnite it, as Wombat said. All these big AAA games. That's how you're going to make some money, and you're going to sell your $60 game by putting out a little freebie.
I don't think
battle
Call of
royale.
Duty is worried about that though.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. They are actually worried, I guess, because they're not putting out a single player campaign. So they're
doubling down on their multiplayer
I guess,
offering.
yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that they would give something away for free.
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. I feel that these big companies, that they're pretty good now at, even though it's still pretty early in the whole DLC thing and loot boxes and
It's early in DLC.
I'm afraid. Well, let's say loot boxes. Let's call it the psychology of loot boxes and monetizing that psychology. We're pretty early in that stage, at least on the console front. So I think that these big companies are in a position to really maximize that. And
I think you're going to see less and less loot boxes. I don't think you're going to. I think loot boxes are.
well, maybe not loot boxes. You know what I'm saying, though, right? Like anything
don't.
that they can sell you that
Cosmetics, but
not just cosmetics that are randomized in a way that.
yeah. See, I think randomized cosmetics is like Fortnite doesn't really do randomized cosmetics. They sell. You want that spaceman costume, you just buy the spaceman costume, and that seems to be working really well for them in a way that I think is obviously it's a better model for the consumer.
Yeah,
and
no,
if they're
I agree.
if they're making money hand over fist on that, and you don't get Star Wars Battlefront 2 style PR nightmares, why would you sell a loot crate when you could sell a hat for $1?
It's a good point. It's a good point. PUBG is, still doing
PUBG
the loot crate
sucks.
thing. PUBG
That is a bad game. for terrible people.
I would love to know how much money PUBG makes on the whole loot box thing.
And that game also isn't free.
Right. I'm just yeah.
It's overpriced.
I guess what I'm saying, Wombat, is I'm pretty confident in these big companies' ability to put out a battle royale game for free and to really monetize it well without corrupting the integrity of the game. If the game is good,
I don't disagree with you, but I also say they don't need to. So I think they could also just sell it and still monetize it.
Yeah, they may want to do an experiment though and see how it goes.
Double down on their money. Get your $60 and then get your
maybe
$5.
Well, they can do it both ways by spinning it off into its own thing. Anyway, let's talk about the new Star Wars Battlefront 2 mode where you can play as Ewoks.
Did anyone play it?
Is it out yet?
Yes, it came out. I played it yesterday.
I'm so glad I put this on the outline then.
Yeah, I was going to, and then I saw it was there. I assumed maybe someone else tried it. I was not impressed.
Oh. So how does it work?
So, and unlike other, it's not like a new map. It's an event. So it's not like you had to wait for it to be random. Because one of the things that makes this game terrible is that you can't select which map you want to play on. You have to just hope to get lucky.
They still haven't fixed that after all this?
No, it's so dumb. Like, I remember when they released Crate, from The Last Jedi, I'm like, oh, I want to play on the cool red and white salt planet. Regardless of what you think of that movie, that planet looks cool. I wanted to play on that, and I had to, play 5 rounds before it came up in the rotation.
I feel like
this is dumb. So,
don't you feel like when the beta was out, that we talked about how they needed to put it in a way that you could just select, if I didn't want to play any of the worlds that I never heard of from the new movies.
Yeah, you should be able to play any. Yes,
classic
and they should
trilogy.
add they should add in the maps from Battlefront 1 and have one big package. But anyway,
right.
That's neither here nor there. The Ewok battle mode, you could select it right from the start screen. You go and you play, and I believe you always start as a stormtrooper. At least I did. And there are some cool things about it because it takes place at night, and the whole thing is you have to survive the night. And you have a flashlight, and it's dark, and you're kind of creeping around on Endor in the woods, and there is an Ewok village, and you can, when you get close to it, you can get close because you see the fire, and you're trying to avoid the Ewoks. Now, you're a stormtrooper, and as a stormtrooper, you have a gun, but you can't really see in the dark because you're a stormtrooper.
Wait. I'm a stormtrooper?
You're a stormtrooper. And you're sneaking around trying to survive the night. And you have a gun and you have a flashlight. The Ewoks on the other end, if you're playing as an Ewok, they can see in the dark. So they don't need a flashlight, and they have a spear. But it's a lot easier for you to sneak up on a stormtrooper because for a stormtrooper, their whole field of vision is just where their flashlight shines, which is not very far. So it's sort of like this stealthy small map kind of a deal.
Cool.
And it's a good idea. I don't know. I played one round of it and I felt like I had enough.
How does it look? It seems like it must look pretty cool at least.
It does look cool. I won't deny that either. It definitely looks cool.
Do they sing Yub Yub?
They don't. But I played that, and that game in general is sort of a disappointment. There's something about it where it just doesn't feel right when you're playing it.
I agree. The shooting just doesn't feel right.
Something about it. It's just something off.
It should feel like Far Cry at least, or better.
It doesn't. Yeah, and right? I'm not alone in this.
No. That's why I couldn't even get into the single player.
The single player. Even in the single player, there's something weird. I guess I would describe the people as slippery. Is that?
Yeah, no, it just I don't like the way the shooting feels. I don't like the way the guys, the character controls.
There's like a glide. The characters feel more like they're gliding than walking.
Shipwreck, did you finish the single player? You never even bought Battlefront.
I have this game. I have never launched it.
You never opened it.
I have never been.
I felt like you did buy it.
I definitely bought it. I definitely went, I should buy this game. And I definitely have never. I've installed it. just never actually launched it.
Huh. Well, it's changed a lot since it came out, and
Waiting for it to be great.
Well, there's a lot of weirdness. Like you can't even you can't buy a crate anymore, even with real money or your fake in-game money anymore.
I didn't want a crate. I'm fine with that.
It's very strange, and the only way to unlock cards is by playing more, but it still doesn't really always make sense because I got to get to level X and you'll unlock these cards for in-game for purchase, whatever. So I did that, and then I see, but the cards still have a lock over them, and I think I have enough points to buy the cards, but it won't let me. I have no idea how it works.
I take back what I said earlier about the big companies having this stuff figured out. I guess maybe Activision may have it more figured out.
I don't know. Do you feel as though they have it figured out with Destiny 2? See?
It's a weird one.
No.
Because Destiny 2 was a fine game.
It was a good game. I
Yeah.
just don't think I'm saying the post game monetization.
Right. That's
where I don't think.
I take back what I said before.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
gonna figure it out at some point.
Yeah,
There's
when
too
we're
much money
dead.
at stake not to figure it out. It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I said it was early. That part I stand by. All right, what else we got here in Wombat's Overwatch Onslaught and news and stuff?
NBA Playgrounds 2 was announced.
Woohoo!
Yep.
Are you
Can't
in
wait
this
to
one, Ship?
play
What's
as-
happening?
As my favorite basketball player.
I may be in this one.
Do we have confirmation? Is it a secret? Can we not say?
There is a good possibility that I am in this one.
Excellent.
Awesome.
I have high hopes for this game. It might be. The first one was a really good first shot.
Yeah. I know that they had some issues, I guess, with the Switch port of the first one. I didn't
really?
play the Switch version, but I thought the Xbox and PS4 versions were pretty solid especially for a first go round on this thing.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the sequel, especially if I'm in it.
Hell yeah. Can't wait to take you and Hip Hop Gamer and go head to head. It's going to be awesome. In real life, I mean.
Right. I'd play Hip Hop Gamer in real life.
I know, you'd kill him. I don't think he's ever talked to. Well, you said you saw him playing Baller Beats, and you weren't impressed with his ball handling skills. Something like that.
he's a
Why are you
very good
starting
rapper.
beef, Chiefy?
He's a good rapper.
He's a very good rapper.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not starting beef. I'm just.
Why are you starting beef?
Not everybody is good at everything.
Why are you beefing?
Wombat. Besides Wombat.
Mm-hmm.
How's the Far Cry
Flatus.
coming, by the way, with you two?
I am 30.
How far have you cried?
Because I checked. I'm 33 hours I've played of this game. I've done 2 of the territories in full, and I've done about 3/4 or more of the third territory. So I don't have much more to go to finish it. The problem is I don't know if I have like the urge to like go in and play more.
Yes,
Huh.
I know why.
Interesting. This is
I know
not-
why. I'm
this
going
is
to
not
tell
the
you. I
take
know why.
I thought it would come from Wombat.
Why?
Because the same thing happened to me. Is happening to me right now.
Ah.
I'm in the same spot. But Shipwreck, you're not in that spot yet.
Well, I'm in the spot where I have not picked it back up because I went
I
back to
figured.
playing Wild.
I know
Lands.
you've played 7 hours. I checked.
Right.
Yeah, that's
How many
And
hours have I played?
Cheapy, you played 30. So I'm like a little bit. Literally, we're the same. For all
7
intents and
hours is a
purposes.
lot. I feel like
It's not nothing.
No.
It's not nothing.
I feel like I got what I needed to so far, and
Well, unfortunately, you were correct in your assumption that things were going to remain the same, because it didn't necessarily need to be, but it is like so linear in the way and like cookie cutter how you got the 3 sub bosses, the 3 sections, you fill up the meter. When you hit the meter, when you hit this part of the meter, the planes are going to come. When you hit this part of the meter, they're going to capture you, and you're going to have to watch a cutscene and then do this like weird mini game thing.
I don't like those cutscene missions at all.
Well,
I've done. I guess all of them now.
It's too
except for the
many of them.
final
There should have been one time you do that, and it would have been cool.
Well,
You'd been
it
like,
was-
all right, that was cool.
It was one. If you only had to do it, say technically 3 times, once per mini boss. Like the boss fight of the girl felt so out of place.
Faith.
Yeah, the Faith boss fight, really, that felt super out of place. And once you did it, then you had to do like another thing. And I was like, I just want to get back to the game, which I kind of like.
Right.
And
the
not
world
do
is
more
good.
of this. Yeah, the open world I enjoy. I don't like the boss fights. I'm not looking forward. Like, I kind of stopped playing because I know the next thing I have to do is I'm going to have to fight, what's his name, Jacob. I'm going to have to, like, fight him, and I don't want to do... I don't care. I don't care about you or your thing at all. Far Cry 4 was a better game. Far Cry 4 was more about, liberate this area. You're going to get a sniper rifle. Similar in many ways to Wildlands, where it's more about, like, there's more of a carrot. Keep playing, you're going to get a reward.
Right.
The reward system was just felt a lot better.
Look, it's still a really good game. Let's not be.
Yeah,
let's not.
But there's still
unrealistic here.
There's missing pieces.
I hear Zelda. Zelda really likes it.
She's in the kitchen.
Is she
Shipwreck, did you finish Wildlands yet?
I didn't have a chance to play last night, but I'm down to. I've done everything. I've collected all the collectibles. I found all the documents. I fully upgraded. I just have 3 bosses left, like just to knock those 3 bosses out, and then I'm done.
Nice. I think you could do that fairly quickly.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's an evening.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just tell you one side mission that I hated in Far Cry 5?
Sure. No, that's fine. Yeah,
really bugged me. I like the game a lot.
How many bliss bullets were involved?
Nothing. 0.
Okay.
I don't have any problem.
Once you get past the Faith mission, there's no more bliss at all. Once you get past her thing, but all of that was it just didn't work for me. But anyway,
I like the Faith part actually. I did that first, and that's because I did it first, so it was fresh. But when you have to do go through this whole process 3 times, at least, I don't know what comes after that.
9 of those cutscene missions, technically, but at the end of the day or more,
It's just too. You're expecting it, and then it happens. So it's like,
and you don't want to be doing it because you want to be doing things to get perks or just going fishing.
Yeah. Even the perks aren't that exciting.
No, the perks aren't that exciting.
I have like 20 perk points right now unused because I'm like, But this one thing I had to do is like you have to run over animals with antlers with a car and get the roadkill. Have you done that one?
No, I would have skipped that one. I had one where I had to it was kill 1 bear and kill 2 pronghorn. So I went to the area on the map where it said the bear are, and I killed a bear, and that was great. Then I went to the area on the map where it said the pronghorn were, and I wandered around slowly for
that happens.
25 minutes, and I was like, you know what? Screw this mission. I'm out of this. I'll find something else to do.
Right, but but I didn't finish though. So you have to run over the animals with the car. Mm-hmm. Which is like all right, what do these cute animals do to you? I have to really abuse them with an automobile, and you're driving through the forest trying to get these fucking
deer.
You're literally chasing after them in the forest, and then you hit them with the car, with the fucking van, right? The deer goes flying. You see the blood. The deer goes flying. Okay, and they're hard to find because they're the same color.
You gotta
as the
get
ground.
the dog. The dog will go to.
No, but not really. Not with the deer. And that's not what I mean. After you kill it, it's hard to find. But the problem is,
I think the dog will run to it.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, well. Here's the other problem. These fucking deer, they must be robots because you run into them with a van and they go flying, and then they just get up and they run away. You figure there's no way this thing survived. You get out of the van, you go to try to find it, and then you see it's just running away. Anyway, I realized that I didn't need to do that mission, so I stopped doing it after I realized it was killing me slowly. But is that it for the Overwatch Onslaught?
Yes, and Far Cry gripes.
Far Cry. I like Far Cry. I think it's an amazing looking game, and it's a fun sandbox.
I mean, I liberated every outpost in that game, and you get nothing. You don't even get an achievement for it.
Right. I just got the Vector.
And I did which one? What's that?
It's a gun.
Oh, I didn't get. I know that I know the mission to get that gun. I haven't. I know which one you're talking about. I did get the weird spacesuit thing though, with the light in the chest. But then again, there's no reason to have it because you never see what you look like.
Right.
Yeah, I also did. And I know you and I, we both got all 9 special people. And again, you don't get a reward for that.
You have an army now,
or an achievement.
You have an whole Air Force that follows you around now.
Yes, you could have a helicopter and an airplane follow you around wherever you go.
It's pretty good. I thought we were done talking about Far Cry.
I guess we're done now. What's next? What else you got here?
Not much, man.
I was gonna say there's nothing else.
Have you seen this? We'll do some smart home talk. How about that? Have you seen this new Alexa blueprints?
No, is that like a smart car phone thing?
No, it's this new thing where you can enter in questions. So when Alexa hears the question, she will give you the set reply that you type in.
Like if I said, "Who's the greatest band in the world?" and I could
yes,
say,
and you
why
can do other
you are
things
Wombat.
too. Right, you can do all types of stuff like that and other things too. But that seems to be the thing that people are playing with. So it's pretty fun. I already set some up for myself.
Have you done the announce stuff?
What's the announce stuff?
You know, when you tell it to announce that.
Oh, yeah. I like to make really long ones, like just rambling ones, and then I'll walk through the house as it plays.
What I do is I always do announce that it's time to get up, because I like that, because it makes the rooster crow when you do that one. And it plays in every room in the house. And I will also have it announce that Daddy is leaving for work. Because usually when I leave for work, no one reacts. Like, I will yell, "I'm leaving, goodbye, everybody." And mostly it's just,
Wow.
Thanks, I feel loved in my own home. So now I make Alexa do it loudly.
Nice.
So,
Alexa, what are your prime directives?
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
Pretty good, right?
Did you plug that in, or is it?
Of course. You have to do it yourself. That only works on mine.
That's a blueprint one. Gotcha.
That's an Alexa blueprint.
Nice. Good job.
Alexa, who run Bartertown?
You know who.
Alexa, say.
Master Blaster.
Alexa, Master Blaster, what?
Master Blaster runs Bartertown.
Thank you.
You have so much time on your hands.
You
It
have
makes
so
me
much free
sick.
time.
I think I missed a line in there somewhere. But
You'll get it. No, I have faith that you'll get it.
Let's go into the CAG bag. I think it's time. At the Death of Fun writes in and says, "I'll become a parent soon. Due this Friday. How has parenting affected your ability and desire to play games?"
It hasn't. Doesn't change anything. You'll be fine.
It affects your ability some.
Nah, it's fine. You'll be the same.
You will not play as many games.
No, your life does not change at all with children. That's a big lie. You'll be fine. Just go about your business. They'll find their way.
Congratulations, the Death of Fun.
Yes, of course. Big congratulations.
Enjoy parenthood. It'll be a good 2 or 3 years before things get relatively normal again. Unless you have another one. Right, Chip?
Yes. We're done.
Ooh.
Yep. I know that feeling.
At Rolfster asks, "Are you having a meet and greet in your stay in Los Angeles for E3? I thought about doing a ping pong thing again.
You should just set up a table and do a signing with photographs.
Where?
Just in the hotel lobby.
Hotel. How about at E3? Just bring a table and
Just bring a table. No one will care. Put a sign up there that says "Meet GPD."
It is the 15-year anniversary of Cheap Ass Gamer, so I feel like I could do something, but I wouldn't like rent a bar out and do something like that.
What about a wax statue of you in the JW Marriott?
That's a good idea. Someone get on that. Yeah.
Nah.
They'll be like, "Hey, why is Jeff Bezos in this lobby?" That's good. I don't want to read any more
So the
questions.
answer to that was
Maybe.
maybe.
The answer is maybe. There is. So like the ping pong place Spin is not there anymore. Well, it is there. It's not called Spin. Now it's called something else. But it's in downtown LA, and I feel like I could probably get that place pretty cheap on a weeknight. I don't think people are looking to get that place. So I don't know. What do you think, Ship?
I'd be fine with that.
You would hit some balls?
Sure. I enjoy playing my ping pong like 2 times a year that I see you.
It's good. It's very good. Ty's getting good. Be careful. I think he might be able to beat you now, Ship.
I'm sure he was close to beating me this last time. So
Oh, was he?
kind of.
Oh,
it was
shit.
close for a little while, and then I think his nerves got to him.
Oh, yeah. He's more confident now.
Right.
He's got a Chinese lady yelling at him for an hour and a half a week. So
I thought your wife was Japanese.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't yell at him. We need a Chinese person for that. Yeah. So maybe I think I would like to do something like that. It's just a matter of planning it around we get invited to so many parties at E3. It's a matter of planning around. I don't think we got invited to any parties last year, did we?
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Sure.
Oh, name it.
The Pactor one.
Well, we always get that one. That's nice, which is great, of course.
The indie game one.
Oh, but those aren't like really invited. Those we just went to a website and filled out a form.
That's the same.
Did you go to the Bethesda party?
No.
Well, didn't you go to the other one, the big party with the guys that do the thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Twitch party?
Mm-hmm.
No, didn't get invited to that.
You don't get invited over to Giant Bomb to be on their video podcast thing that they do for 24 hours a day?
That's not a party, though.
No, but
It could be a party.
It's got a party-like feel.
I could bring a party with me.
Exactly. They wouldn't invite you.
No. Why not?
I don't.
We got invited one year. We didn't go.
Yeah.
Right. That's because I wasn't allowed to bring you, I think.
Me?
Or was not somebody I wasn't allowed to
No,
bring.
you'd have been. I think I was the one that got invited.
Oh, or I wasn't allowed to go. Somebody wasn't allowed
No,
to
we were both allowed to go. We just didn't go. It was far
Really?
away.
Oh. Yeah. It's okay. They got a lot of better talent to come
Right,
in than
right.
us. They're not looking for us.
We don't need to cross the streams here.
Right. They could get fucking somebody.
Yeah, somebody.
Player unknown could be there.
Yeah.
Ninja could be there.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja's probably the wrong audience.
They should have them on the same show. They could fight over what's better, Fortnite or PUBG.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's time to say goodnight, I think.
Sure.
Time to
Great.
thank everybody for listening. Time to remind everybody to go to harrys.com/CAG to get their trial shave set for free when you sign up. And no, time to go to the CAG Discord, which is discord.gg/CAG. I see Wombat in there chatting.
A lot.
Yeah, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Time for the bread to be done.
Secret raiders who will neutralize soon as they arrive at sight. Tracker's gonna lead the mission. And Spectrum's got such supervision. Mask is the mighty power that can save the day. Mask, no one knows what lies behind the mask charade. Mask, always riding hard on Venom's trail. Come see the laser ray.